Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So now that it is the end of the month, I wanted to sit down and share all of the products that I've been loving this month, as well as a few products that didn't work out for me. The majority of the products in today's video are drugstore or more affordable brands. I do have a video coming soon where I'm sharing like a new makeup roundup, and I'm sharing the best and worst high-end products that I tried. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I wanted to chat about some products I've been using a lot during the month of March. I'm really tired today, so I apologize if I come off low energy. Like sometimes on days where I'm tired and I feel like I'm like kicking up the energy in my video, I watch it back and it's not there. So I'm sorry in advance if that happens today. I think the weather is just getting to me. It's so dark and dreary. Tomorrow we're going to get snow, and that just sucks after having like a touch of spring during the month of March. I'm just so over the winter. I'm so over like the past year. I just want it to get like warm and sunny so I can at least sit outside on my porch and enjoy it. So I didn't do a ton of crazy eyeshadow looks during the month of March. I just kept it pretty simple. I've just been a little bit lazy when it comes to makeup in general, but especially eyeshadow. And I love eyeshadow, I really do, but there are definitely months where I feel a little bit more creative and months where I just don't want to take the time to do it. So this month I've actually been reaching for the Makeup by Mario Glam Quad a ton. This one is Bronzy Glam. There are 3 different options on Sephora's website. They did send me a few of the products in the mail as PR, and I was actually really surprised by how much I reached for this. I probably used it at least like 15 times during the month of March, and that's kind of a lot for me because I love eyeshadow. I also don't wear makeup every day, so I did reach for it a ton, and these 4 shadows are just so perfect. I'm wearing them on my eyes today. There is one matte shadow in here, and then the other 3 are shimmer. I think we're so trained to think that every eyeshadow palette has to have like a matte transition color and an outer corner color, a lid color, and this has been perfect. It has one matte shadow, and typically I'll just blend it into my crease and then lightly blend it up as a transition, and that totally works well for me. And then I'll take any one of the shimmers or a combination of all 3 and place them all over the lid, and I'm good to go. Sometimes I will add a matte brow bone color if I feel like it just doesn't look as blended, but when I'm in a hurry, I'll just completely skip that, and this little quad gives me a complete look. It's just very easy to work with. So if you are into very simple eyeshadow, then you might enjoy this quad. Again, I know they have a couple of other ones, but I'm all about the gold eyeshadow, so this has been perfect. So sometimes I'll apply eyeliner like I did today. Sometimes I'll completely skip it and just go in with mascara. And there have been 2 mascaras that I've been loving, which is funny because when I filmed my February favorites, I told you guys that a lot of my go-to mascaras just weren't doing it for me, but I rediscovered one that I had tried earlier, and then I did try out a new formula. So the new formula is this one from Uoma Beauty. It is the Drama Bomb Extreme Volume Nourishing Mascara. This is the one that I have on my eyes today. I love this one when I want more dramatic lashes because it makes my lashes look thick and voluminous, but it also builds so well, so they can also look really long and dramatic. It really is just like the perfect all-around mascara. Now, I do find that this one can look a little bit clumpy if you go in with just a little bit too much, but for me, that's not something I typically mind. I'll deal with a little bit of clumpiness if I can get the drama that I want, and that's why this one is perfect. The only thing about this mascara is that it has a very strong floral scent. It almost smells like perfume. I can literally smell this on my lashes all day long. I can smell it right now, and the first time that I wore this, I actually went to the dentist just for my cleaning, and I felt bad because whenever I go to like the dentist or the doctor's office, anywhere where someone's going to be very close to you, which doesn't happen that much these days and everyone is wearing a mask, I try to avoid like any fragranced products in case someone is sensitive to them. And I was just like, I didn't apply perfume or body lotion, and I was like, that's my mascara. It is so intense and so strong, and I don't mind it, but I just don't know why a brand would choose to put so much fragrance in a mascara. So for me, it's not enough to bother me. It doesn't irritate my eyes. I think it kind of smells good, but if you are sensitive to fragrance or you just don't want fragrance in your mascara, which is a completely valid concern, I would skip over this one. Otherwise, the formula is great. I love this product, so I probably will end up repurchasing this. It's $18. I think it's $18, so it's not overly expensive. It's not quite as much as other high-end mascaras, and typically I can get a coupon to use at Ulta. So if you guys have tried any other products from this brand, please let me know. I'm so curious to try out some of their other formulas and see what else they offer. The other mascara that I loved is something that I actually featured as a fail in my January favorites video, favorites and fail video, which is interesting, but I noticed that this is the case with mascara sometimes. So this is the E.l.f. Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara. So when I first tried this back in January, January, I just felt like the formula did not look good on my lashes. It didn't layer well, so I couldn't get it to look super lengthening. It also didn't make my lashes look voluminous, and I just felt like it looked really lackluster on my lashes overall. But so many people were raving about this, so I just didn't know if I was doing something wrong. What's funny is a few of you guys left comments either on that video or a different video telling me that it's a little bit better once it dries out. I typically like really wet mascaras, but I was like, all right, I'll give it a chance. So I tried it a few times during the month of February, and then near the end of February, the beginning of March, all of a sudden I loved it. I felt like once this mascara did have a chance to dry out a little bit, it applied so differently. All of a sudden I could layer it up. My lashes looked so long and dramatic. They also looked a little bit more thick and voluminous. I would say that this is definitely more of a lengthening mascara than it is a volumizing mascara. Even though they claim or they call it the Lash It Loud volumizing mascara, what I love about this is the fact that it separates and lengthens my eyelashes so well. So did you guys experience the same issue? I don't know, like the first few weeks I tried this, it just didn't look good, and then things completely switched, and now it's one of my favorites. There are two brow products that I really loved throughout the month of March, so I've been using these together. I am wearing them today. The first one is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso, and then also the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen, also in the shade Espresso. So I used to love this brow pencil back in the day, but I think I had the wrong shade because it always looked a little bit too warm toned on my brows. I recently repurchased it, and I think that it is perfect. It works extremely well, and I also love the brow tint pen. I saw this on TikTok. I feel like TikTok has been influencing a lot of my purchasing decisions lately, and this is such a great alternative to the Urban Decay Brow Blade. I think a lot of brands have been coming out with these brow tint pens lately. I know Milani has one. Honestly, I kind of use them all interchangeably. I think if you can find a shade that works well for you, the Milani, NYX, and Urban Decay all perform pretty similarly. I actually like this combination pretty much as I like the Brow Blade. I don't know, the Brow Blade, there's something about that pencil that just works so well for me. But if you were to purchase the brow tint pen and the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, you would still save money compared to purchasing one Urban Decay Brow Blade, and you actually get more product. I still love the Brow Blade. I have a bunch of them because I purchased it while it was on sale, so I'll definitely continue to use it because I do enjoy it. But I do find that this pretty much does the exact same thing for me. My go-to foundation this month has been the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. So when I was doing my foundation declutter, I actually rediscovered this product. I used to use the shade Light Beige, and that was in my project pan. I used it up, but that was actually just a little bit too dark for me during the winter time. And I realized that I actually had Fair Beige in my collection, and this has been the perfect match for me. I feel like my face is a little bit darker than the rest of my body today, but that's just because I went overboard with the bronzer. I did a full face of drugstore makeup during the month of March. I'll link it below, and I used this product. So if you want to see it in action as well as some of my other favorite drugstore products, you can check out that video. But I love this foundation, especially when the weather is warm. It's very, very lightweight, but it stays matte throughout the day. It blends out like a serum foundation, so it feels good. It is so smooth on the skin, but it's not heavy. At the same time, the coverage is so good. Now you can sheer it out if you were to use like a damp beauty sponge, but typically I'll just build it up a little bit if I want more of a full coverage matte look, but I don't want a heavy cakey foundation. So this has definitely been my favorite. I actually feel like I'm kind of getting to the bottom of it because I've been using it so much over the past month, and I did have it in my collection for a little while, so I used it off and on, but I completely forgot about it, and the shade Fair Beige has been perfect for me. As far as bronzer, I've been loving the Milani Baked Bronzer. This has been my go-to every single day. Today I did use a little bit of the Balm's Take Home the Bronze, and I think it's too dark for me right now because I tried to like go over my face with powder because I went a little bit overboard with that bronzer, and I just need to stick with this one until I get any sort of a tan this summer because this one matches, or I guess it works perfectly for my skin tone because it's not too dark. They do have some different shades, so if you have a deeper skin tone, there will probably be a shade that works better for you, but I love this because it is so smooth, so blendable. It's just an easy bronzer. You really can't go overboard with it, and I feel like I have a tendency to go overboard with my bronzer all the time, and then I'll go outside and I'll like look in the car mirror, and all of a sudden I just have so much bronzer on, and my face is like a completely different color than my neck and my chest, and that is just not the goal for me. So I have been enjoying this a lot. It just looks very glowy, very healthy on the skin, and I can't get enough of it. So that leads me to my first fail of the month. This is the Rare Beauty Melting Blush in the shade Nearly Neutral. So I did a couple of testing new makeup videos, get ready with me's. I'll link them in the description box below. A lot of you guys have been asking me to do that for a while. So it is my goal in 2021 to do that more often. And I think I did like 3 or 4 of them during the month of March. So I actually tested this blush on camera for the first time. First of all, the packaging is so cute. And it's weird because packaging doesn't normally pull me in, but I just love the packaging on this product. I think it is adorable. It is so perfect if you wanted to throw it in your makeup bag. But that can't influence my decision about how I feel because the product itself just does not work for me. In the video where I used this, a lot of the comments were actually mixed on this, but the majority of you told me that you don't like this product as much as the Rare Beauty liquid blushes. So I'm still thinking about trying those out. Now, I have tried quite a few cream blushes over the year. They're very trendy right now. Every brand is doing them. And I think because of that, I just feel like my expectations when it comes to a cream formula are maybe a little bit higher than they would have been last year when there were just less to choose from. So this product, first of all, when I apply it, it lifts my foundation. It doesn't matter if I'm wearing powder. If I just wear it on top of like a tinted moisturizer or a foundation, it lifts the foundation underneath, especially if I go in with a brush. Now, if I go in with my fingers, it's usually okay. I can kind of like tap it over the area and it doesn't lift too much. But this product fades so fast. And I don't know if it's just because my skin is so oily. So if you have dry skin, maybe it won't fade as fast on you. But even in the video, I applied it and then like 2 minutes later, the color just looked like it wasn't there any longer. So I would say if you like something incredibly subtle, maybe you'll like this, but I feel like I shouldn't even say that because there are other options out there. This texture is very similar to the e.l.f. putty blushes, except those seem to last on my skin a lot better and they apply a little bit easier. I don't know, I just didn't have a good experience with this. I tried it out a lot too. Like in that video, I tried it for the first time and then I probably tried it like 5 or 6 times after that, but every time I used it, my makeup looked bad. So every time I tried it, I was like, oh, I don't want to try this again. And you know, even when I gave it like a fair shot, it just didn't work for me. I even wore it one day without any foundation and even still it faded so fast. So for me, I just feel like it's a lot of work. It's very hard to work with and it's a little bit more expensive. I say go with the e.l.f. putty blushes, but I know that products work differently for everyone. So it could work for you. I've heard so many mixed reviews that I would just skip it. There are so many cream blushes out there. It might be better just to go with a formula you know will work well rather than one that gets so many mixed reviews. So I am all about affordable brushes. I have a couple of videos on my channel where I share like the best affordable brushes and there are so many good brushes to choose from. It's 2021. Like every brand has a really good staple set of brushes. I love ColourPop and actually ColourPop's brush sets are on sale fairly often. Like this set with the pink handles is so good. I use it all the time. This one is the F31. I'll use this like under the brows and to kind of clean up my bronzer. But anyway, the set I wanted to talk about in today's video is from e.l.f. I picked up this little set randomly. I was on their website placing an order and I had actually seen it at Target and it looked so cute. And then when I was placing an order, I was like, I'll grab it and try it out. It has been perfect for all of my cheek product needs. I need to actually wash like all of my brushes this weekend and my husband is so sweet. He always helps me. He says that it's therapeutic. I think he's lying. I think he's just being nice and helping me wash my brushes, but he says that he likes it. So I'm totally going to take him up on it and we're going to wash all of them this weekend. But anyway, these perform so well. First of all, they're very soft and they blend the product out so easily, but I just like the style of these brushes. So I've been using this fan brush a ton for highlighter. I haven't used a fan brush like this in a long time. I usually reach for more of like a tapered brush for highlight, but I love the way that this fan brush applies highlight. It looks so soft and pretty. Now the actual highlighting brush is great for highlight as well, but I've also been using this one for like under eye powder to kind of clean up my bronzer and highlight my face with more of a brightening powder like the e.l.f. Halo Glow powder. And then I love the Flawless Face Brush for bronzer. I also like it for blush. And then of course the angled blush brush is great for really any face product as well. Oh, I do love this one for cream blush. I don't like as much of like a fluffy brush for cream blush, but I feel like this one is a little bit more densely packed, so it's great for cream blush. So yeah, I just wanted to mention this little set. If you're looking for like a staple face set, you don't want to spend too much money, this one is a great option. I've seen it at Target, but I know you can get it on the e.l.f. website as well. My last fail is from e.l.f. as well, and I know I talk about e.l.f. a lot on my channel. I got some comments on like a recent Instagram reel that I did where people were like, oh, why do you always talk about e.l.f. or like e.l.f. again? But I've been talking about e.l.f. since I had like 1,000 subscribers. It's just one of my favorite brands, and I feel like they have been killing it over the past year or two. And not every post where I talk about e.l.f. is sponsored. I always disclose my sponsorships on Instagram, like right in the beginning of the caption, or on YouTube right at the beginning of the video. I'll state it. I'll put it at the top of the description box. Sometimes, you know, YouTubers just love a brand. We're just regular people too. Everyone just has brands that they like, and for me, e.l.f. is one of those brands. I love the fact that they create just high quality products at affordable prices. They're cruelty-free and vegan. But, you know, that being said, sometimes there are products from the brand that I don't like. So there is one I wanted to mention in today's video. Anyway, this is their CBD eye cream. So I actually really like the eye cream from their Holy Hydration line. I think that one performs so well. I've been using it exclusively for like a month or two at this point, and then even before that, I used it on and off. But this eye cream just didn't do anything for me. It's very, very lightweight, which I did appreciate, but I felt like it was almost sticky or slightly tacky because when I would do my makeup would look so horrible. My eyeshadow was unblended, my concealer looked cakey and heavy. So makeup definitely doesn't go on top of this product well. And then I switched to using it at night only to see if that helped, but I felt like my eye area just needs more moisture. This one is incredibly lightweight, but I just need something a little bit more intense and just more hydrating overall because my eye area does tend to get a little bit dry. So I don't know about this formula. It just doesn't work well for me. I know that CBD oil is like very trendy for skincare products right now. And just, you know, you see a lot of brands coming out with like full CBD lines. Whenever I try anything that's part of a CBD line, typically I don't like how it smells. It always just smells not very good to me personally. And then I just find that the skincare products in general always feel kind of lackluster. So I tend to skip over them as a whole, but I thought I would give this one a try just because I do like trying new eye creams, but I definitely won't be repurchasing this one. It just doesn't leave my skin feeling soft or smooth, and my makeup looks terrible on top of it. The last product I wanted to mention in today's video is a hair mask. Was it last month when I talked about a hair mask or the month before? It's so funny because I specifically remember saying that I like most hair masks that I try, but I don't notice a big difference between the formulas. It either works well for me and my hair feels smooth and hydrated, or my hair feels dried out and I don't like it. But I've been using this one from Briogeo like twice a week during the month of March, and I have noticed such a difference. This one is the Be Gentle, Be Kind Avocado and Kiwi Mega Moisture Superfood Mask. Actually, I've always been a fan of the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. I forgot about that one. I just haven't used it in a while. I was using one from Function of Beauty, and then I got one in a subscription box, and typically I just keep one in my shower at all times. But my hair has just felt a little bit dry lately. The ends definitely need to just be like chopped off. They look very dry. Thankfully, you can't really see them on camera. You can see some of them. I need like a really good trim. I was thinking about going shorter. Every time I cut my hair short, I regret it. So I think I'll just kind of go for like a simple trim this time around. But because it has been dry, I thought this would be perfect, and I feel like it just infuses my hair with moisture. Also, I love the way this product smells. It's funny because I was reading reviews about this online, and some people hate the way that it smells, but I actually think it smells really good. It's just very gentle, very pleasant, and I noticed that when I use this twice a week, that my hair overall just looks a lot softer. It's more manageable. It's funny, I can always tell that my hair is like extra hydrated and smooth and shiny when it doesn't hold a curl. My hair is so hard to curl, and I curl it pretty tight like when I'm doing my hair, and then after an hour or two it will fall. And if my hair is in bad shape, if it's dried out and it's really in need of just like a good mask, or I'm using like a significant amount of heat on it, the curls hold really well and it styles a lot better. But once I'm like taking really good care of it and it's very moisturized and healthy and hydrated, the curls fall a lot faster. I feel like that just makes sense. And lately my hair just cannot hold a curl no matter what I do, but it's very shiny and soft and smooth, which I love. So I might go back to just kind of like running a flat iron through it. I haven't worn my hair straight in what feels like forever. I just kind of like more of a loose curl these days, so I feel like it works out. But this product definitely works. It makes my hair feel and look so smooth and hydrated, and I have noticed a significant difference with this one compared to other hair masks that seem to work well but don't seem to be anything special. That's not the case with this one. I'll definitely repurchase it once I run out. Okay, that is the end of my video. Thank you guys for watching. I actually feel a lot better. I feel energized and excited. That always happens when I film videos. I'm just really thankful that I get to chat with you guys on YouTube. I am so thankful for my community and all of you. I appreciate you guys so much. During the month of April, I would love to film like just a couple of lifestyle related videos. I love makeup so much, but I feel like I love chatting with you guys and connecting with you over things other other than makeup as well. So I hope you guys are doing so well. I hope April is amazing for you. I will see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye.